Hey guys, thought I'd do a video on detail stripping your SKS just to get out your trigger and magazine and stock if you ever want to switch those out. To do this, you're going to need some kind of thick screwdriver or pliers or even a rifle cartridge. What you're going to need to do is push down on a thick pin behind your trigger assembly, and it's going to need quite some force, so make sure that whatever you're using to push down it's pretty thick so it won't break. First, you're going to have to field strip your SKS. You can see this one is. You don't have to remove your gas assembly, but you do have to get your action out. So to get started, make sure that your rifle safety is on. You can't do this if your safety's off. And then get your pliers or anything and just bear down that pin. I'll try and show you. It's that pin right there. Just bear down on it while you're pulling up on your trigger guard. And this might take quite some force, so make sure your rifle is braced against the floor or something so you don't push it away. There we go. Once you get that pin pushed in, you can pull out your entire trigger assembly. There it is. Set that aside. And then you can pull out your magazine. Magazine comes out just fine. They both just pop right out. And once you get those out, you can pull off your entire stock. If you have a loose stock, you can pull it off. Mine actually have to hammer out. It's a very tight one. You can see you have your two metal protrusions right there. Just knock on them a bit. And that's it. There's your stock. And there is your rifle frame. And this is pretty much the bare skeleton of it. Don't know if there's pretty much nothing else you can take off this except your sights. And I have no idea how to do that. I'm not going to try either. So if you ever want to, you can switch out your stock like this. This is a new stock. It's not the original. Did it like this. So to get started on reassembling it, we're going to start out with our stock. You can see you have your metal plate kind of right there. That's going to be where the end of your stock goes. Just try and slide it right on. And it might take you a few tries. It always does me. Just to get this thing on properly. So once you slide that end on, just whack this end a bit until it slips in. And just shake everything around a bit until it really falls in flat. There we go. And make sure that you actually try and get your stock in as flat as you can, because what often happens to me is I'll end up getting the stock on only halfway and it'll look like it's on right, but it's not. And then I'll be messing around with the trigger and stuff and nothing will be working, which is annoying. So your magazine just, you can see the end of the magazine right there. It'll just hook right back into a metal notch at the very rear. Technically it's front of the stock there. You'll see it's at the very far back. Just hook your magazine right onto it and push it down. And again, it will take you a few tries. Well, it might not if you're good at this. Me, I'm not, so I always have to mess around with it a bit. There we go. Once you get your magazine in, you can get your trigger assembly back in. You can see you have these two metal studs on either side of your trigger. Those studs will fit into two metal notches right in front of your magazine, right there. Just push it down in and then hook it forward. And that's it. Trigger goes down. And now to lock everything in place, you're going to have to get this down the ground, because you have to push down this, and if you do, you're going to push out your frame again. So make sure it's up against the ground or something. Then just get your hand on it and push down, and that'll snap that pin right back in and lock everything into place. That's it. And note that pin is integrated into the frame. It's not going to fall out or anything, so don't worry about that. So that's it. You can go ahead and switch out stocks like that or triggers or anything. Clean out your magazine. Thanks for watching.